Hello, in this video we will show you how to create a credit memo. Credit memos are created when you're entering a check payment. Usually if the check amount is greater than the open invoices, it will end up being a credit, and so that at that point you can issue a credit memo. But you could also issue a credit memo if something changes in the balance of an invoice or a work order, and there are changes or cancellations, and you need to issue credit memo. So therefore we will show you this and show you how simple it is to do this. Let's get out of this screen here, go to our program. So we'll go through entering a check payment here really quick, and we'll enter a check payment for one of our customers. As you can see now, we need to select the payment type, especially if it's a check. We need to make sure that we enter the check number, and the check amount is important because that's how we know if the check is going to be over over the open invoices. So in this case, let's say the check was for $1,000 and we're paying this invoice in full and this invoice in full. So there's a balance of $300. When we try to save the transaction, it'll tell us that the payment is greater than the selected transactions, and if we want to create a credit memo, we'll go ahead and say yes, and now this customer has a credit memo. You can see this if we go to the customer and we need to apply maybe that credit to a different invoice. We can see the credit here, and we can go ahead and apply that credit to a different invoice. So let's say I go ahead and click on payment here. You'll notice that we have a credit amount here of $300, and we can use that to apply to this open invoice. It is important that you select apply credit memo from the drop down, and it does tell you this here in the bottom. And now we're going to put the check amount, what we want to apply from this credit. We want to apply the full amount. So this invoice will end up having a balance of $150 when we're finished. So there it is, balance is $150. Okay. Again, if you want to look at all the transactions for Notre Dame here, we can see that all the credits and the debits here. Our payment created a credit memo, and then we applied that credit towards order number 6491. Okay, another method that the credit memos are created is if you're entering some transactions for a customer, and at some point in time there are changes in the order. For example, this customer, let's just say that this invoice was fully paid. Let's just say that this was a credit card payment. Notice that with credit card payment, you don't need to put in the amount. It automatically defaults to the total amount. So here, this invoice was paid. However, maybe a couple of weeks later, something was changed, and we needed to change the amount to a lesser amount. So now we can go ahead and see that there is a balance due, and we can go ahead and issue this credit memo here, or we could refund that check to them, refund the payment with a check, and put the check number that we generated. So now we can see that the balance is 0, and we can go ahead and print the receipt for them. And here in the print receipt, you can see that the balance is 0 and the credit memo was applied and the payment. Thank you.